Is Jalen Brunson the best player left in the Eastern Conference?
It's between
Cade
him
Cunningham
and Cade.
still out there.
It's between.
Okay,
it's
we're thinking.
between him and Cade. That's why I say this, right? Jalen did this already. What Cade is doing, where it's like he makes all the decisions. Jalen did this already. He's already graduated from this role of I need to dominate the ball the whole game, so I'm gonna have all the stats, but it's really on me if we win. It's been cool to watch his maturity and saying, I'm going to pick my spots. Usually it's at the end of the game, but there's certain games that he gets rolling. I think the first game in the first round, he just got rolling fast. And if he gets rolling like that, it kind of opens up the gates for everybody. Jalen, I think, can still do what a Cade Cunningham could do. It's just he's noticing now, if I play through Cat, there's mistakes that are going to happen that make things easy for me just in case I need to ball dominate at the end. Because unfortunately for Jalen Brunson, he's not 6'7" like Cade Cunningham for the end of games to get shots. He's going to need a little more. Yeah, he's going to need a little more energy at the end of the game. No, I'm just being real, though. He's going to need more energy to get open, you know what I'm saying, to get them a shot.
Having this debate about Cade Cunningham and Jalen Brunson, who better, and a lot of these people, guy had one good game, he the best. A guy had one bad game, he trash. And the playoffs is gonna happen, That's what you do in those big moments. And it's been going back and forth. And if I ran the NBA, I would make you guard your position. I would make motherfuckers guard their position, but nor here nor there. Jalen Brunson is an amazing player. And I'm gonna put that Miles Shepard clip in there where he said, well, Jalen Brunson then been there. Yeah, thank you, player. I appreciate the love. Get over. Jalen Brunson has already done what Cade has done. And my thing is what he's done. Has he won an All-Star game? Has he won an All-Star MVP? Maybe he have. Have he won an MVP? Have he won a championship? Has he won the Eastern Conference? No, he's won Nathan. So what has he done? He's carried the Knicks to what? A disappointing loss to the Indiana Pacers? That's a big holy grail no in New York. Don't lose to the Pacers to go to the finals. You know what I'm saying? But, and I feel like if it's any year that they can get to the finals and possibly win the championship for the Knicks, it's this year. If they don't do it this year, shit need to start shaking. And now everybody's saying, well, the Knicks are back. And it looked good when the Pistons was on the ropes. Bobbing and weaving on the ropes, doing the rope-a-dope. And, we'll see what they do versus Cleveland in the game, too, which I anticipate Cleveland going to win the game. They probably going to come out, win a nice, comfortable game. That's just the way the NBA plays. You look at Minnesota, they came out. Probably I didn't watch none of the highlights, but I figured that they will come out, lose game one. If they stole game one, they'd come out lax in game two. We got one, and it depends on how hungry the Pistons come out in game two. The Cavs are going to be hungry. I'd say that right now. They're going to get touch calls. They're going to get all the calls that Donovan Mitchell complained about. The NBA wants seriousness to go the longest possible. But with Brunson, the big difference between them, just throw defense aside for 55 seconds, right? Throw defense aside. Brunson is just not the all-around playmaker that Cade is. He's a two guard that's built like a point guard. That's it. He's a two guard built like a point guard. It ain't coffee, it's green tea today. It's been green tea for like last month and a half. He's been he's a two guard. He makes nobody better. Now they taking the ball out of his hands, getting them going off the ball a little bit more. They should have been doing that, but Cade, carrying the team, facilitating. He's one of the last true point guards left. The best true point guard left, and I got to give it to him. Somebody that probably should have been a Piston. Tyrese Halliburton is the number one true point guard left. And I only say that because he's a great facilitator, and he not asked to score at the level Cade is. Now, you're going to really see Cade really take the next step with Halliburton. And Halliburton's already showed, like, guess what? I can shoot it. I can score it if I need. He's like where Cade is like, like where Cade wants to be, but it's not Cade's fault. Like he got Pascal Siakam, he had Benedict Mathurin, he had other guys that can get buckets. You know what I'm saying? So once Cade finds somebody else that can get buckets, may it be a Kyrie, may it be, you know, I don't know, another guy that can really score. You know, maybe, I don't know, Zach LaVine, you know, somebody of that nature that can really just get them a bucket. You're going to see him be like Halliburton, you know, really able to facilitate. You're going to see a lot of games where he 18, 20 points, 15 assists, 12 assists, but he makes everybody that much better. That's the type of shit you're going to see from him. He don't want to be the scorer that he is, you know, but he makes everybody better from the standpoint of his facilitation. He's a true point guard. One of the last few left. Him and Halliburton are the only ones, and I think LaMelo can be that with some discipline. Those the last 3 point guards I can think of that's starting level. You know, Mike Conley is a little bit older, kind of like, but he's the last ones left like that. That's really true facilitating the Rondos, the kid. You know, they the last of the Mohicans. So he's able to make everybody better. And realistically, take the ball out of his hand. He effective. Put the ball in his hand. He's effective scoring. He's effective. I was speaking like a motherfucker. Hopefully he ain't get me. I think his gun got. I was speeding. It was like 2 of us. I think his gun was fucked up. What's the end of the month? I don't know. Let me get out the fast lane. But yeah, I think all around he's just a better player, you know. And people will talk about statistics. Statistics don't tell the whole point. Brunson's an amazing offensive. Defensively, he can't touch Cade. He can't guard Cade. Cade can guard him. Cade facilitate, make people better, make the game easier. And assists don't even always tell the part about the thing about it. And you know, Brunson got multiple scorers on the team. You got Cat. You know, you got Mikal Bridges. You put Cat and Mikal Bridges on the Pistons. They easily number 1 and number 2, number 2 and number 3 scorers, you know, on the team. Maybe even Cat, the way, you know, Cade to feed Cat will be the number 1 scorer on the team. So, but it ain't really no debate in my opinion. It's Cade Cunningham. Even if I was a Knicks fan, I'll be objective. It's Cade Cunningham. Brunson is an amazing 2-guard. That's what he ain't even a combo guard. He's a 2-guard. He's just a gunner. If you was able to put him next to a Cade Cunningham, he'd be elite. He'd be an elite. So when they start talking about Cade and Luka and Brunson, like it's just they not on Cade level from a standpoint of an overall basketball player. And you can talk about Russell Westbrook assists and Luka assists. They not the same. They not the same as what a kid can do, what a Halliburton can do, what a Cade can do, what a Rondo can do. They make the game easier. It's not just, oh, here. No, they make the game easier. So it ain't no question that Cade is a more all-around better player. But I say right now, the window of opportunity for Brunson to cement himself as a legend and win a championship is this year. If they don't win it this year, it ain't going to happen with that core. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Everything inside the link tree. Peace.